Good day, good day, good day, good day. Welcome to everyone all over the world. My name is Coach Clayton, and I'm doing trade talks with you today. Of course, my name is not Coach Clayton. I'm messing with you all. But I hope you guys are excited to join us today. We're going to look at the charts a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about trading. We're going to take it from there. Whether you're watching this via replay or you're catching me live, please let me know as well. So if you are live with me today, please let me know in the chat. It's going to be a short one. Coach Clayton's off today. He's got some prior engagements to take care of, and so I'm stepping in, and hopefully I do a good enough job today as well to make sure that we carry this thing forward. That is Trade Talks. Welcome, Jill. I appreciate you joining. It's always good to see the students on as well. And I'm going to give a little bit of a snippet, a teaser, if you will, for tomorrow's class. And this is for our high-level coaching students. Those of you who are part of the academy as well. I got a good one for you. And I'm going to give a little bit of a teaser of that as well. So if you have someone that is a friend or someone that is in the Connect Trade and Grow group, or you're catching us via school, or you're catching us via YouTube, wherever you are, tell someone else that I'm live. I'm going to go live and start looking at charts in about 2 minutes, but tell somebody, invite them on the stream as well. We're going to have a good time together, and I'm going to give you some tangible tips that you can use in your trading journey as a whole. So you're going to want to see that. Please let everybody know that we are live. I'll be back in exactly 2 minutes, and we're going to give some people some time to jump on. But in 2 minutes' time, we're going to look at the DXY, the Euro, and we're going to talk about some other significant things that you can carry across all your trading instruments. Okay, see you guys in about 2 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Give me a 7 in the chat if you can hear me quite clearly. Shout out to Mr. Jason as well that's joined us as well. Good to see you, brother. Just give me a 7 in the chat if you can hear me clearly, because it seems as though I'm just checking. I didn't hear some audio on that actual intro playing there. Let me hear if I got some background music that I can get going. Okay, 7, you guys can hear me. That's good. That's good. Just seems some other music, the background music and those things have turned off for some reason. That's okay. We can do this without music. Welcome, Carla, as well. Welcome everybody. So this is Trade Talks Tuesday, usually done by Coach Clayton, but he's off today. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to give you something that you can use for your actual trading as a whole. So one of the things, Coach Clayton, let me know that I need to be looking at the Euro and the DXY today, because that's something that was sent in as well. And he kind of does a weekly outlook, and then again looks at it again today, kind of looking at where the market is overall going. And I got some 2 nice opportunities on the Euro today, but I'm going to be looking at the Euro. I'll look at a couple other things as well if you guys want. You are live with me on the chart, so we'll look at a couple of other things as well if you want to do that. You just let me know what you want to look at. Right? Okay, let me and I'm going to give you a teaser for tomorrow's class as well. Something that you can take home if you are a student, a high-level student. You can use this actual technique to give you a better understanding of where price is likely to go. Right? And this is, again, one of those higher time frame things. I'm just going to check one more time if I can get that music playing in the background there. I like something soft in the background, and it seems it's a no today. All these things are not working for some reason. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just checking in with my admins. They're sending me messages as well. Okay, give me an 8 in the chat if you guys are ready to learn something. Let me check. Oh, it's playing for you. You guys. Okay, it's not playing for me at all. Okay, let me turn it quite softer then, because it's probably like really playing loud on your guys' side. So I'm going to turn it a little softer. Okay, thank you. Thank you. You guys hear music? Okay, no problem. Okay, I'll just speak a little louder, drop the volume a little bit more, and that should be good. Volumes are good as well. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you. That's why we're a team. We do some teamwork here today. Yeah, it's all of. I did see an error message on StreamYard come up, so I think that's probably what happened. Nevertheless, let's keep it going, and I'm going to show you something interesting. Okay, so Euro USD is one of the things that Coach Clayton looked at for the week for the students. Now, if you aren't a student, what we usually do is at the top of the week, one of our coaches, Coach Clayton, looks at the overall market profile of multiple different instruments and then takes it from there as to where he thinks it's going to go for the rest of the week. Now, it's not an actual trade idea, but truth be told, you can take it as a trade idea if you actually look at it and you execute on account of what you see the market doing. So let's look at this particular setup over here, and I'm going to tell you what I saw and what gave me a trade. This was New York session. Really didn't get anything significant in London, but I'm going to tell you what I saw, and then I'm going to tell you what you can use, whether you are an intraday trader, whether you're a swing trader, whether you are a position trader. I don't think we have any position traders on here, which is like take it a month or so, right? But this is what I saw. So I looked at the daily chart, and if you look at the daily chart, what we had seen is that price had cleared a daily high over there. Not only a daily high, but we also saw price clear a weekly high. And TradingView seems to be slow, a little bit slow, so bear with me. Okay, it's also cleared a weekly high. Now, what that tells me is whenever you clear a higher time frame high, there is usually a lower time frame pullback. A higher time frame high will cause a lower time frame pullback. So if we go lower to time frames such as the 4 hour, we're going to see more of a pullback on this particular time frame, right? We see price dropping off last week for quite some bit. Then it pulls back up again. And remember, this was a weekly area that we cleared. So when we clear something like a weekly area, that means that price is going to take some more time consolidating before it actually chooses its direction. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to get trigger happy thinking that when we've fallen from here, that's the move all the way down. I want you to start getting used to understanding that price doesn't just turn and go. How do we know this? Let's just look back over here. This is also a weekly area on a higher time frame, right? And what did price do? It turned around, came back down, turned around, came back down, and then turned around and then came back down and eventually started to progress up. So whenever we get those higher time frame points like that, we can expect that there is going to be a significant move. Yes. However, it's going to take some time before that move gets going. Okay, so at the moment, unless we start clearing highs over here, I am still bearish on the euro in the short term until further information arrives. But I'm going to show you something. So just follow along with me because we're looking at the euro and we're looking at the dollar. And so I'm going to show you something. Let me just get the correct time frame up here, the daily. Okay. Then today, why I looked for sells was we cleared a 3-candle daily high over there. Anytime we clear a high, we should be expecting a pullback, especially if it's higher time frame. Anytime we clear a higher time frame low, we should be expecting a pullback, especially if it's higher time frame, right? Give me a 9 in the chat if you're still following me at the moment. Now, let me show you how we engage the market. And I'm going to give you something to write down, right? And if you don't write this down, that's on you. Price moves not just because of where price is. It's not just price that causes price to move. It's time. Time is the most important component in trading. There is a reason the market gets more volatile around 9:30, because that's when the stock market opens. There is a reason why London session is volatile and New York session is volatile, is because it's a time-based engagement. There's a reason why at 9:30, as I said, the stock market opens and you see across all charts something happen. Okay? There's a reason why at 8 something happens as well, as New York session starts getting engaged there as well. Now watch what happens over here, and I'll show you the 2 trades that were available. We cleared that daily high, but that was also my favorite time frame, which is a 4-hour, as the chart gets ready to go over. Thank you for the 9s coming in there. We had also cleared that 4-hour high over there, and from this low to that high, we're also gone into premium. Okay, so once we get to premium, we're expecting a pullback. So we got the necessary requirement for hour to bring us a pullback. Okay, and you guys still hear me okay? I just literally heard the audio go to a different device. Let me just hear. Okay, there we go. We're back. What's going on today? Okay, so we cleared out that high, and these are my time frame progressions. I'm looking for the 15-minute to give me the first signal. Now, if those of you who are students have been following me for a while, you're going to be pretty upset with me because you didn't get the perfect setup today, right? Let me know if you saw this. Jill, let me know if you saw this. So price broke down on the 15-minute, right? And I'm gonna show you the exact progression of it and where I entered this trade. And if I can, maybe after a break, I'll show you the exact chart before and after that I screenshotted that as well. Okay, so we got the 15-minute breakdown. You know, I always wait for the 15-minute to give me the signal on the 4-hour. And then I am looking for the 3-candle high to be taken, of which it was this one, right? This 3-candle high. Now, you're going to see something interesting. It doesn't get there. It doesn't get to that high in the session that I'm taking it. It misses it, right? Now, Coach, what do you do when it misses it? I'm going to show you where I got in on my SPR. So price reaches up for that high, and this is what I'm going to teach you guys tomorrow. For those of you who are students, for those of you who aren't students, you know what to do. Contact us, let us know. This is my SPR setup over here. Let me show you where that is. Stop. Break. Reverse. Okay. Then I got in on a short position over there. Stop above that high. And as you know, I go for 3R. So check this out. Check this out. I'm going to show you. I had to take my mother-in-law to the doctor. They're not able to trade. No, fully understand. Fully understand. Watch this. Price and praise around there for a bit. And then engages that area. And then waits around even more until the stock market opens and then gets a nice clean dip. And you'll see it. Stock market open, and then there was this 4 p.m. or 4 p.m. my side in South African news as well. Let me play it faster. And we get this movement out of here, right? And I'm playing the lower time frames based on the higher time frame scenario. And bang, we get that. Then, later in the day, price gives you another retracement up into this leg, into premium, and engages another trade. But now here's the thing I want you to take away from this trade talks today. I'm just waiting for this to stop. Let me go up a different time frame to see if it'll stop. It seems the trading view is giving me some issues today. Let me see if I can replay this. Okay. Eventually, price comes up again. Same scenario, takes a 3 candle high, breaks down from there, gives you another clean trade. But the real question is, Coach, using what Coach Clayton speaks about, which is the DXY and EU, the real question is, what do we do about the fact that we never took out that high? Right? What do I do? Well, little known secret, I always look at the exact two things that we are speaking about today. So let me bring it up. I'll bring up the DXY, and I'm going to show you something real interesting. Now, you might notice that my DXY is going in the same direction as the Euro, whereas when Coach Clayton looks at it, it's not going in the same direction. The reason that is I've pressed Control I or Option I if you're a Mac user. And what that does is put them in the same direction, so it's easier for you to spot what I'm going to show you now. Now, let me show you. Over here, I've got the crosshair on the chart. I want you to pay close attention. I'm going to zoom in. And what we do with the dollar and with EU, and if you're trading futures, for instance, you can do this with ES and NQ and YM. If you're trading gold, you can do this with gold and the dollar. If you're trading Bitcoin, you can do it with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we're going to look at divergence, right? Not the MACD divergence and all of those other things, real market divergence. So let me show you something. My rules state once we get a break, I'm looking for the 3 candle high to be taken, and I'll engage the trade. And I want you to see this. When I put the mouse over here, on the dollar at the bottom, the 3 candle high is taken. Let me show you. But on EU, it's not. Right? On the dollar, it is taken, and on EU, it's not. That to me is divergence. Let me show you. And when I get that divergence, I know that the market makers have just gotten in on that trade and I can engage it. Right? So you see how that one's going down and this one's slanting up? That gives me a right? Often when a trade gets engaged. On a smaller scale, you can see it even in here. I might have to zoom in quite a bit for you to see it. You know what? I'm not going to do that because that's just going to confuse you guys because it's just 2 candles. However, let me take it up quite high. And I want you to see a couple of things. See how I have these things drawn on already? You see that? And I'm going to draw it on the same spot. You see how the euro is slanting up and the dollar slanting down? That's an indication that there's divergence in the market. And when there's divergence in the market, that's an indication the market's about to move strongly in the direction of which divergence is. So if you're on today, you're listening to Trade Talks today, the big key word between these two things is divergence. Now, don't believe me? Watch. I'll show you some more. They look like they're all just doing the same thing. Okay? But they're not, especially at the eyes when price moves. And maybe let me take it up to a weekly so you can see it a bit more clearly. Even at the bottoms. You want to look for those areas in price action where price does something like this. When they move in the opposite directions like that, that tells you a large move is coming. Right? Now you might say, but what about here, coach? What about there? That's what I'm going to teach you guys tomorrow, because trust me, when I tell you, it's in all of them. It's just not this particular time frame playing out. Now, once you catch that on a lower time frame and you get the significance of that on a lower time frame, your entries are going to become more precision. Because all you have to do then is wait out Jill, wait out Carla, Jason. What you got to do is you don't take any entry until that signature appears. And once that signature appears, and I'm talking about lower time frames now, and you decide to engage that entry, you get sweet trades. Right? Let me show you something. I'm going to look at the second one that came out of here. And we're going to see if we got some divergence. And that would have been on a 1 minute as well. I'm just going to zoom in so I can get the actual spot. And we're going to see what happens when we get divergence. Now, I didn't take the second trade over here. So all we're going to do is look at that area. That's the buzzword for today, right? And I'm going to show you that usually after the moment divergence comes in at an area, if you're looking for sells and you see divergence take place, immediately after that, price tends to never ever come back to that point again. Let's see. Okay, check this out. That's down. Same area. That's flat. Right? And even slightly up. You see that? Give me a 9 in the chat if you see that. And guess what happens after that? Do we come back to that point again? Breaks down, never comes back. Right? Never comes back. You'll find that even when the next impulsive move happens, let's check. I'll take my word for it. Let's check. The next impulsive move. Here's an impulsive move, right? You agree? That's an impulsive move down. Okay. Let's see. That's the high. That's the low. Look at this. See how they're different directions? And immediately after that happens, an impulsive move comes out of the market and it never goes back there again. Okay? It drops down, never returns to that area, and it keeps going down. Now, this one's not as clear, but even this one is there. Let me show you. I'll do it as close as possible. That's flat. And these eyes are slanted. Even that little difference makes a massive indication. Now, if you're waiting for your stop on break instruction, all of those things, you know what you do? Forget about all of them until divergence appears. When that happens, that's the signal to get involved in the trade. So that's been Trade Talks today. Hope you guys have found it valuable. I wanted to share with you guys some insight. Now, I'm going to take this a step further tomorrow. I'm going to show everybody based on a higher time frame and a lower time frame how we can see this beforehand and how we can use that to engage in our trades. This means you're not just looking for any stop on breaker structure, right? Let me put myself on screen here. You're not just looking for any stop on breaker structure. You're not just looking for any old entry point, any old zone. You're waiting for the zone that appears right at divergence, at the divergence point. And this is my personal style of trading. Every day, this is how I get in on the trade. There's no divergence, there's no trade. So this helps me negate some of the stops that I would have taken and helps me wait patiently until the correct trade comes. If you want to learn more about that, let me know in the chat at the bottom as well. You're excited to learn about that tomorrow. Welcome, Wanda, as well. Jill says divergence determines strong directional move. In which direction? Jill, I can't share it all here today. We'll come to class tomorrow and I'm going to show you guys all. I'm going to show you exactly when it shows, which direction and how. But good question. Good question. If you're watching this and you want to get connected with us and you want to actually learn more about how to trade, let us know in the chat. One of our admins will reach out to you. So you can just type in hashtag divergence today. That's the buzzword. That's the keyword. If you do that today, we will reach out to you and we will make sure that you get plugged in with us as well. Shout out to Charger as well, joining us as well. It's good to see you. But yeah, that's the end of Trade Talks Tuesday with me, Coach Chadwin. Today, as I said, Coach Clayton is out for this week. He will be back next week as well. We're gonna have a good time. You guys be blessed on purpose. Looking forward to teaching you guys some awesome stuff tomorrow. Be blessed. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to say goodbye before you jump off to your fellow friend and student. See you guys on the other side. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Let me play the outro. You guys be blessed.